Hey guys, it's Bastian time, and welcome to Nintendo News. I'm your host, Bastian. This, of course, isn't the usual blue background you usually see, which is actually a blue wall in my bedroom. My entire bedroom is that color. Now you know. But anyways, I wasn't able to record the videos last night like I usually do, so I'm recording them the following morning, which means I kind of had to record them in a different place in the house because people are sleeping. So, anyways, let's get to that first story. There was a Nintendo Direct last week, and I know I didn't do my usual wrap-up of what they talked about, but I figure you probably saw it, and if not, there was nothing too earth-shattering, so I felt like it could wait a half of a week. So, one of the first things that they talked about is the fact that Sega has signed an agreement with Nintendo that says that the next 3 Sonic titles will be Nintendo exclusives. So that's pretty interesting. One of those titles is the Olympic Mario and Sonic sport game, Olympic game. I don't play them, I don't really pay attention to them, so I'm sorry, I have no idea. But the other one is the new Sonic, usual kind of Sonic game called Sonic's Lost World, and that looks like it could be pretty interesting. We don't know what the third one is yet, but we'll find out soon at E3, I'm sure. Nintendo has assured us that the new Mario 3D game for the Wii U, Mario Kart for the Wii U, and the Smash Bros. Game for the Wii U will all be discussed at a Nintendo Direct that will take place prior to E3. So, new details coming out even before E3. Sounds pretty exciting. They revealed some very interesting details about new Super Luigi U, and that is basically a downloadable content pack that sort of provides you a brand new set of levels, basically an entirely new game for New Super Mario Bros. U, but this one starring Luigi with Mario nowhere to be found. They announced that, yes, there will be a physical copy, which I talked about last week as being preposterous that Amazon would list such a thing. They did get the price wrong. I think Amazon listed it for the usual $50 or something like that, but the physical copy of New Super Luigi U will only be $30, I think, $29.99, and then the digital copy will be $19.99. The other interesting detail is, so with that physical copy, you will not need the disc for New Super Mario Bros. U. You can just play New Super Luigi U as its own standalone game. And then also, of course, it's meant to be a 4-player game, right? But since Mario is nowhere to be found, who's that 4th character? Well, that Nabbit character from New Super Mario Bros. U is in the game, who was an enemy, of course you'll remember, in New Super Mario Bros. U, but this time around he's kind of ambiguous, not a good guy, not a bad guy, but he's on your team. He cannot be hit or affected or damaged by enemies, so that's kind of interesting, but he can also not receive power-ups, so yeah, sounds kind of like an interesting sort of option. Our next bit of news is about a very old game, Harvest Moon DS Cute, and apparently in the Japanese version there was this sort of mode that they cut out of the North American version because they didn't want it to be controversial, but in the Japanese version, just like you can have a relationship between a male and a female, you could also have a best friends relationship between a male and a male, but they completely cut that out of the North American version, so that's kind of interesting, but yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Anyways, that's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for Zelda News. Bye, guys.